Yo, welcome back everybody. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the best Warzone loadouts in season 6 right now. This goes for everybody, my console players, stuff like that. I'm on console, so you know that recoil I should relate to y'all. But number one here is I do have the Cold War AK-47 with the OTS, hands down the best two guns right now in the game. It's really hard arguing that, you know, the Cold War AK-47, I don't know what they did with it this season, but it's just a different breed. It does a lot of damage. I run it a little bit different. I run it a little bit weird. I have the usual GRU, Spetsnaz grip, and 60 round mags. But for my optic, I put the Suzat multi-zoom with a green dot. Kind of gives me, if it makes me feel like I'm getting less recoil. I don't know why. Maybe that might just be in my brain. But want y'all boys to try it out. Put on the Suzat. Don't use the regular reticle because it's kind of small. Use one of these. Maybe that one's too big. Try the green dot. I don't know how I unlocked it, to be honest. I just had it there. You might just have it there. If you don't, then you know you'll end up probably just having to use the regular 3x scope, which is still fine. But I mean, the Cold War AK-47, just incredible damage. Is the best TTK. Is the best AR in the game right now. All right. Hardest hitting, yada yada yada. Now next we do have the OTS, which in my opinion it is the best SMG in the game, and it has been the best SMG for a few weeks now. It's just really good. It's TTK, it's versatility, and you just move really fast with it. Now you can build it many different ways. This is the way that I build it. I kind of build it more for like a speed way. I like to be fast with it, you know, target team spotlight and bruiser grip. I move around really quick. You notice I don't have a barrel on it because I don't feel like I need one. You know, most of my engages are up close and range, so I put the 40 round fast mag, which is a must on this gun just because of its 40 rounds. It is still a fast reload, even though they nerfed it. Because it was like OP how fast the reload was, but it's still pretty quick, so I recommend running it. And then also I threw on the sound suppressor, kind of just to counteract the losing some ADS speed here. We get some ADS speed back, and sprint to fire speed, bullet velocity. We do lose effective damage range, but it's a SMG, bro. We're not gonna use this over 20 meters, you know. It's a really good build. You don't have a lot of recoil, and with the KGB skeletal stock, it's pretty good, bro. Best SMG in the game right now, hands down. This is the best loadout. Right now, my next few loadouts are pretty good. Here we have the XM4. Seen me use the XM4. It still fries out, bro. It's probably been one of my favorite ARs to run this whole year. It's always been good. I don't think there was a point where this was like bad. I don't know, it's just really nice. I don't like to run the multi-Zuzat on this one for some reason. It just doesn't feel the same. I kind of just like running the 3x scope. Now it does have a little bit of recoil, but if you should be able to control it by now, bro. It's how long have you been playing Warzone? You should be able to control recoil. If you're new to Warzone, I got a class for you and stuff like that, but you know, you should be able to control recoil by now. Agency, task force, field agent, 60 rounds, 3x scope, you know, regular build. It hits hard, bro. It hits real nice, especially if you mount up. Oh, it is nasty. Its TTK is actually pretty good. Next we have the Cold War MP5. This might surprise some of y'all, but up close, this thing shreds. It comes so close to the OTS. Stat wise, numbers wise, it falls a little bit short, under a little bit, really by a little bit. And even sometimes it does outperform it, but it just has a shorter range than the OTS. You can add more range by putting the task force barrel with an agency, but it does make it have more kick and make it have it makes it a little bit slower because of the agency. So you know what, however it floats your boat. I like to run it this way, kind of the same way I run my SMGs, Raider stock, target team spotlight, bruiser grip for speed, 50 round mags. I wouldn't go salvo with this one because you do lose a lot more ADS speed. But if you want to try it out, go ahead. And I don't even think the reload speed is that big of a difference, to be honest. So might as well run with the 50 or 40 if you really want to go crazy about like ADS speed and stuff like that. You'll probably end up running throwing knives to finish off your opponent. And yeah, y'all, make sure you use one of these blueprints that have like the kind of the diamond, like the iron sights. I like to run the Roman Opulence from season 3. Also, I know let me see. I know the first mate has it, and I think that the Damascus Supreme from season 4. So make sure y'all boys check those. The blueprints, they do have like a different reticle. I mean iron sight, so it is pretty good. It does help out with like visibility when you're up close. But just be aware, this gun does have recoil up close. Alright, that's why a lot of people don't like it. But it's TTK. It's nice, bro. It's real nice. I've taken out a whole squad. Sweats. Not no, you know, bot lobby, swag lobby, bro. Sweats, bro. And I did pretty good with this Quarter MP5 up close. Real nice. Next, I have the EM2 with the PPSH. Now, fun fact, I have not used the EM2 that much, but it's been a lot of talk. It's been a lot of talk. I know this gun super strong. It's basically the quarter version of an AMAX, like Lemonade said. I just haven't used it as much. I don't even have the agency suppressor unlocked, which was what you would use here for your muzzle. Task Force barrel, field agent grip, I don't have it. 50 round mags, and then 3x scope. You can try out this multi Zuzuza. I never tried it on this, so I wouldn't know. But man, I've seen people use this gun, and oh my goodness, bro. Biffle dropped 55 with this. I know it's Biffle, but bro, that it just looks so nice. And if you could control that recoil, it's probably the best gun in the game. Just because it's recoil. It is a lot of recoil, but what you get back for damage wise is nutty, bro. I gotta level it up so I could use it. I haven't used it. I gotta use it though, you know what I'm saying? Next I have the PPSH. Now the PPSH has been climbing its ladder for this whole year. Ever since it came out, trying to get up there. A lot of people don't use it as much, but there is people that do use it and love the PPSH. Now I've been always a fan of the PPSH. It's just sometimes it's a little inconsistent for me. Now the way I'm running it is a little bit weird. Sound suppressor, Tiger Team, 55 round mags, bruiser grip with the Spetsnaz PKM stock, not the Raider stock, the PKM stock. I don't know why every time I find myself using the Raider stock with this, I just can't win my gunfights. I don't know if that might be a psychological thing, maybe because this thing is the cooler back end stock of the gun. I don't know, bro, but anytime I try the Raider stock, I cannot win my gunfights. But when I use the Spetsnaz PKM stock, I win my gunfights. It might be a psychological thing, I don't know. But try it like this. And I actually wouldn't even run the 55 round mags. As crazy as that sounds, I'll run it like this most of the time. I PR'd with this gun one time in Verdansk a few months ago. I think it was like season 3. I think I got like 20 something. And it was a really good game. And I know it's weird because you only have 32 rounds, but I was running throwing knives with it, just finishing off my opponents. And it's just so fast. You reload it so quick, and you move so fast, bro. Look at the mobility. Check it out. Check out this mobility right here. Right there. Boom. It's almost to the max, bro. It's almost to the max. You zoom. I think you might even run faster than what you might run like the same speed with the Mac 10 with this, and it's real nutty, bro. And of course I use the sound suppressor to get a better ADS speed, better sprint to fire speed. That's just the way I play. Some of y'all may not like that. Some of y'all may like the more effective damage range and stuff like that, less recoil. But with this, if you don't want recoil, I recommend you try it like this, because you do end up needing those rounds. Bro, just try it out, bro. PPSH is pretty nasty, underrated, underused, really. And it's a sleeper, bro. Next, I have here the Fara and the Bullfrog. Now, this is for my players that console players, kind of new to the game. Maybe, you know, there is a lot of people that are new to the game. The Fara is a great gun to start off with. It's not the best AR. You know, it's not gonna beat a AK-47. Well, it might, you know, if you hit your shots, of course, if you hit chests and headshots. But it's not the best AR in the game anymore. It once was. But those were a long time away from now. But it does compete. It's pretty easy gun to use, so you kind of trade that out with less recoil, easier gun to use, right? Yada yada yada. Now I have running it like this: Glue Suppressor, Spend Nouse RPK, Spend Nouse Grip, 60 rounds, and then the 3-time scope. It does have more recoil than it would have used to. It's not like straight, but I mean it's so minor. It just goes up and it like kind of just follows you through. And if you just hold the stick down just a little bit, I mean you'll counteract that recoil very easily. You might feel like you're getting a lot of hit markers with this, and that might be because you're hitting a lot of extremity shots, which is this gun is kind of low on. That's what part of was nerfed about it. But if you hit a lot of chest shots, stomachs, and head, you'll be flying out, especially if you mount with it. Oh my goodness, I fry out with it, bro. Just try it out. If you haven't used the Fara in a while, try it out. If you're looking something new to use, and for my council people like me, you don't like recoil, you just want something easy to use or new to the game, Fara is your ART, your go-to. Now I have the bullfrog here with it. Also very easy. Easy SMG to use for your secondary. I have a Glue Suppressor, Tiger Team, Bruiser Grip, 65 round mags, which I'll get into, and then KGB skeletal stock. Sometimes I like running the no stock for some reason on this gun. I don't know if that might be a psychological thing again, but I feel like I win more gunfights when I have the no stock on. But majority of y'all will probably run the KGB or one of these last three, you know, whichever one floats your boat. Now I'm running the 65 just because you end up getting 15 more rounds. And yes, even though you already have 50 rounds, those extra 15 do come in handy, especially if you're like a player that likes to be aggressive and don't have time to be reloading all the time. It does come in clutch. Of course, you could go to 85, but you do lose a lot of ADS speed and reload speed. But with 65, I know it says reload speed, reload quickness is a con, but it's not really, bro, because it really does almost nothing. And then you don't lose any ADS speed, which is good. And then Bruiser Grip, Tiger Team, you know, you get around faster. Glue Suppressor, I ended up putting this so you could get less recoil, more effective damage range, because you do get a pretty decent range with this Glue Suppressor on the bullfrog, and it does extend it pretty well. But if you want just straight speed, of course you could use the sound suppressor. You get more sprint to fire and ADS speed. You could go with that one. And barrel, I don't really think you need a barrel on this gun. I don't think you need to run Task Force. It already has a good effective damage range and bullet velocity. Of course, you could go for it with the straight speed, but you do end up losing recoil. You do end up getting more recoil if you do run the Task Force. So like I said, for my beginners, for my new players on Warzone, or something you just want very easy to use, this is your class setup for you. Something simple, get you around, will do the job. If you hit your shots, you'll actually be pretty decent. You can use this as like a mid-range sniper support also. It's a great overall gun. It's very versatile. Like I said, very great overall. It's always been good. It's always been good overall on basically most stats, you know what I'm saying? Next, I have the C58 with the Mac Daddy 10. Now, the C58 is another one like this, like the EM2. It has a lot of recoil, but man, if you can control that recoil, that damage, it's hard, bro. It's almost like another AMAX. Even though I think I'll say the EM2 might be a hair, maybe a tad bit better. It depends, because I think the EM2 does have a little bit more recoil, unless I'm tripping. But they both are super close. They're almost like the same gun, bro. Really almost like the same thing. Pretty similar stats. Agency Task Force for the Agent 55 3-time scope. If you, like I said, if you can control that recoil, this gun will probably be the best gun for you. This one or the EM2 is just its damage output. It hits so hard. Next I have the Mac Daddy 10. Mac 10, the OG reliable, you know, OG Mac 10, get around really quick, has a lot of rounds, super fast fire rate. This is the way most people will run it, either with the agency or sound suppressor, Task Force, barrel, Tiger Team, Raider stock with the 53 rounds. But yeah, know me, I'm boss. I like to switch it up. I like to be quick. I like to put the Bruiser Grip with the Tiger Team, 53 rounds, Raider stock. I don't like putting Task Force, because I do end up getting even more recoil. I mean, I just don't like recoil up close, because it sometimes does mess me up, bro. It does mess me up sometimes, especially on that quarter MP5. It does mess me up. So let's say they drop shotting or like bunny hopping. You know, there's a lot of good players out here in Warzone now. So it makes it a little bit harder to use. And this is the way I just been liking running. I've been just loving to run my SMGs. This is the way I run them, bro. You know, you could run it a different way, but this is the way I run it. I recommend y'all boys running it like this. Like I said, mobility on these guns is crazy. You run so fast, super quick. You get around insanely fast, especially with double time as your perk. You just move around and zoom around the map so fast, bro. Let me put my thing right there. Let me just go over these last few setups because I know the video is getting pretty long. Car 98 with the XM4. Now the Car 98, best sniper hands down. If you just want to go for straight wins, I recommend running a car. You and your teammates running cars, or the SP, or not the SPR, or the Swiss K. That one's right there next to it. But the car is the best sniper. It's probably always still gonna be the best sniper in the game. One shot, headshot, any range. I mean, you can't really beat that. We all should know the Car 98 setup by now. You could exchange the stock for like FMJ if you want to hit people off cars easier, or fully loaded, whatever focus, whatever floats your boat, bro. But the car is just always been good. And I'm running it with the XM4 as my sniper support. I just think it's a very good. You might get recoil, I know, but you do get pretty good fire rate. It's just a nice overall balance between close, mid range, and a little bit of long range. If you mount and you could control that recoil. Agency, target team, microflex LED, radar pad with a 45 round mag, so you're not that slow. Now you can run another sniper support gun. You can run like the Ram, AK-47 with that type of attachments. Maybe like even the Milano. I know that has pretty good range. Milano has a good range. I didn't put it in my top SMGs because, you know, it's kind of slow. But you can use this as a sniper support. Also, like I said, you can maybe get away using the bullfrog. It does have good stuff. And also, I didn't mention the Lapa because I have not used it yet, and I haven't seen that many people use it. Also, Tech 9 is just not good like that. Nail gun, 2 little rounds. KSP, no bueno at all. Bison, PPP, you know, Fennec does have good TTK, but its rounds is just, they go so fast, bro. Maybe the Uzi might be good for like Rebirth and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all see where I'm coming from here. And next I had to have another XM4 class. I know I like my XM4 close range. You don't have to run the XM4, like I said. You can run inner like the other ones, but this is nice for Rebirth with the Cali sticks. I recommend y'all boys, if you don't have the Cali sticks, go on to modern, get the Cali sticks. They're pretty OP, bro. All right, as much as you might think that is a very wussy way to run around the map with, but you do, I mean, the lunges with the Cali sticks are, in my opinion, are OP. Double time restock with Combat Scout. I do like to run Combat Scout with this class setup. You can run anything else here, to be honest, but Combat Scout, when you shoot at them, you can see like through the wall for like a split second. And this is great for the ghost. For the ghost right now in the haunting mode, in the haunting BR mode or whatever. The Cali sticks, like let's say a ghost is coming right to you, bro, you just destroy them with the Cali sticks. And let's say you are running that, I recommend running with the quick fix, because you know how they get you low in health. As soon as you kill them, you regenerate right away. It's almost like you stim, like automatic stim, right? So that's the way I recommend it if you are gonna run the Ghost of Verdansk, this game mode, Ghost of Verdansk. It's actually pretty good loadout, you know what I'm saying? Now next, I have an experiment class, which I recommend everybody to have. And this time around, experiment class is going to be the RPD no recoil. This thing actually has no recoil at all. Grew Suppressor, Task Force, Suzanne Multi-Zoom, Grew Elastic Wrap. I know, a little weird balls here. It's Spetnaz grip. But when you run the Suzanne Multi-Zoom, like I said, you have to run the green dot. I think it's just a really good green dot. Shout out to one of my viewers who put me onto this. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take full credit for it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was like, what? The RPD with the Suzanne green dot? I ran it, bro. It literally had no recoil. I didn't even have to touch my right stick to go down. It already had no recoil, and I'm running it with the OTS because it is the best SMG in the game. You know, regular class, stuff like that. Try it out. I know it might be weird, but just try it out. Just try out. You always have an experiment class where you could just mess around with, you know, maybe throw on an AUG or something, you know, I don't know, whatever you want. Just a fun class, run different attachments to it. You don't know, you might find a good low-key class, you know, that nobody knows around. Then my last two classes here, it is Ghost with a Ram 7 fully loaded and a SMG fully loaded. I already explained this multiple times. Let's say you're running low and you're getting your Ghost loadout. You have fully loaded and you refill on ammo for your AR and your SMG. Or you could just do it for your teammate. Let's say he needs ammo, you drop all your ammo, you pick up your loadout, and you refill on ammo. So, you know, it works both ways. I have a Ghost class with a high alert class. I do like to run high alert here and there. If you don't like high alert, you can run like either tempered, restock, hardline could come in clutch sometimes for your teammates. Point man, you know, whatever floats your boat. But I recommend always having that in your class setup for fully loaded. I've talked about it for a long time. Oh my goodness, this video is 20 minutes long. I apologize, but if you watch till the end, I love you. And comment GOG in the description, in the comments if you watch till the end. Now either way, bye.